NuclearDude trying to get some kill out on this guy as Hal trying to get that last ship out as it can. And out comes more Akiras, and this is the perfect time to strike. They are kind of going all in, and down goes, this is the most fire that these guys are going to be taking. If the Klingons, if Butters can get in here, if nothing else, this will be a lot of damage to the Borg here. That is really what they need. They just need to get as many kills as they can. Here comes the Klingons, and the Klingons are coming in. Butters moving in on the Borg here. You can see this big, massive white blob moving, however, down onto the base. And Nuke running away as he is just getting tagged, losing all of his little ships. One of these guys here in the meantime. However, that is very costly on the other folks' side too. But Nuke just not leaving his letting his spheres do the talking. Some Cavorts getting sacrificed. In the meantime, over here you have some Vakaras trying to get some, doing some attacks down on this scout station. Butters' fleet is kind of in a bit of a bind here. That heavy weapons platform getting a couple of free shots out on that Vet Cavort. And the Vet Cavort going to take on this Vorchog class, going to make a loss on that part there. Back here in the Fetty's base, the Klingon fleet, tons of these Sane classes shelling things from long range. Oh, and the Klingons going to need to be sort of retreating now, unless they're going to move into... The Feds need to move up and help their Klingon friends here. At the meantime, back in the Klingon expansion, a lot of nothing but white here in the yellow. This is going to end up being the death of this expansion, but you gotta appreciate the yellow color here, making waves onto the Borg's fleet here. The Feds not helping at all. Unfortunately, for the blue and yellow, going to allowing themselves to get piecemealed here. As you can see that these spheres not losing anything. Everything going down. NuclearDude moving away. In the meantime, that probe almost getting dead, almost dead, not quite, down just a tad hair. In the meantime, FunnyStuff clearing out this expansion. Butters losing his toehold here and his battle yard. One of the risk of, he's trying to get a Vorcha out, but I would cancel that actually. He is not going to be able to cloak that in time. The resources he's going to lose there, I understand why he wants to get it out. He needs to cloak it. And it didn't make it. Oddly enough, the Vorcha class and the Sang trying to get the last couple kills on these pair of ships here, at least getting them out of the field, and they are going to get them dead. So this Vorcha needs to kind of cloak out. In the meantime, it is actually going to be under the guns of the spheres, and those are going to very easily handle it. The Feds, in the process, still trying to put a bunch of Akiras on the board. Still producing, but have run into a resource or supply block. Nuke having lost all of his minor ships, but still with all three of his spheres. The White Klingons moving down into Butters' base. This is a base-cracking fleet. Butters leaving, has his station all fully upgraded. You can see a warp-in on the way. Decent one. Spheres trying to move in. The Spheres do have a dance that they can play here. The Prime Sphere getting within the range of that guy. That one guy just getting off on the... just getting the repair within range. The Sphere taking just a little bit of damage here. These spheres need to do something here. Move around, maybe move down into this base here. This is going on a Armada yard going up. as the this one ship maybe wants to go chase some spheres, rein in your captain, buddy. In the meantime, the Klingons on the Klingon base is just going to tear into this guy. Going to take a few losses here with some of these Sangs losing stuff, but really, this is all over for Butters. He's got nothing but a little bit. If he doesn't really have sort of a last stand, ended up being his last stand. The starbase going down, he's just going to shred the remains of his fleet. A pair of cavorts almost out of the way. They are going to want to cloak out. However, it looks like he's probably going to try to engage. Unfortunately, going to do nothing but lose those under that fire. You can see Butters really has lost all of his fight. He doesn't have anything left to fight with. And Funny just moving in and taking out this base. This is going to be the end of Butters. Even some Katingas making their way onto the board. So, in the meantime, however, over here in the back in the Federation ships, slowly amassing a fleet, still in the process of making Akiras. These guys, 4 spheres out on this, the board. Not going to be much of afraid of anything. However, at a certain mass, you can start taking down spheres really, really fast. This Steamrunner class going to provide a lot of damage onto it if they can. But in the meantime, you can see that there's nothing really mining over here, unfortunately. So Butters losing the last of his shipyard producing facilities. The only thing he can hope to do is give all of his remaining supplies to his ally, and hopefully that the Feds can make something of it. But it is going to be a really hard sell to make that work. See the Klingons decomming everything they've got here, even moving a ship away. And a bit of some Katingas on their way here. Some Bortas on their way, having their special artificial ion storm, looking to perhaps crack this Akira fleet. More Akiras on the way. Borg making not a lot. 4 spheres. These spheres should are really not moving in on anything. They could come down here, take out these spheres easily would be able to burn things. As NuclearDude is hanging out here in the middle, getting some kills on some Katingas that were basically there. And Butters really is GGing it at the moment. He's got this one constructor. Unfortunately, he can't decom it. And the Feds really just hanging out in the middle of their base. Attack probe. So as the white Klingon fleet basically hangs out here in the mouth of this expansion of HAL, in the process of just waiting, these spheres needing to waltz in here, burn through these things. And some Excel 2s trying to get another Armada yard up, slowly trying to get something going. You've got to just be impressed with just the sheer amount of production facilities going in here and just the amount that he's continuing able to produce. That is impressive, if nothing else. This massive blob of green and white needs to go ahead and finish off this stuff down here. You can see this one phaser platform that earlier in the